As I walk the quiet paths of County Kerry, I'm aware that I'm not the first to pass this path, and I won't be the last. These stones beneath my feet have held the weight of centuries, of countless pilgrims whose names we may never know, but whose faith built the very foundations I now stand on. Here, at Galvez Oratory, time seemed to stand still. Over 1,000 years old, and yet so perfectly preserved, this sacred space speaks in silence. No mortar holds its stones together, only precision, patience and purpose, much like the spiritual life itself. It stands not in grandeur, but in quiet strength. It was built not to impress, but to endure, and it has. As I trace my fingers along its smooth ancient stones, I feel connected to the monks who rose in the chill of morning to pray, to seekers who arrive weary yet hopeful, and to a God who needs no cathedral to be close. Galvez reminds me that what is simple can also be strong, that the stillness I seek on this pilgrimage is not emptiness but presence. From here the road winds on to Kilmakeeder Church, a site of deep monastic history rooted in the early medieval period. This was once a place of learning and of prayer, of community, and it stood as a waypoint on the Saints' Path, Cosán na Naomh, the ancient pilgrimage trail that leads to Mount Brandon, where the heavens seem to touch the earth. The ruins of Kilmakeeder still speak, through carved crosses, weather-worn inscriptions, and the sacred silence that falls among its stones. The whisper of faith that did not need answers, only the courage to keep walking. And I find myself asking, what am I seeking? What am I leaving behind? And what is God inviting me to be? In these holy places, I find echoes of my own journey. The past and the present are not separate. They meet in me here. In this moment as I walk, not just through a landscape, but through a living story, one that continues with every step I take. And so I walk with gratitude for those who came before me, for the sacred ground beneath me, and for the quiet voice within me calling me onward.